So I am here with a video that has absolutely nothing to do with motivation or fitness or anything. I just posted a picture for Misfit Clothing, and I happen to post my back tattoo. So people have asked me this before, and it's so much easier instead of me typing out to explain it. But I'm going to tell you guys all about my tattoos. That's the point of this video today. So I'm going to show you my back tattoo. Okay. You can see it. Okay, and that's the only reason why I'm in a bathing suit is because I'm not going to stand here in a sports bra and a pair of underwear, so I feel like this is the most appropriate thing. So basically, okay, so I'll try to explain it at the same time. So basically at the bottom here, there is a butterfly. Okay, just get a quick look at it because it's so hard for me to do this. Okay, so, oh my god, I'm seeing spots. Okay, so basically, I got a little small butterfly when I turned 18, and then I kind of just played on it. I love lilies, I love butterflies, and they kind of just made this whole big thing at the bottom. But the whole piece is never, ever, ever. Like everything that when I was younger, when I first started getting tattoos, I always said that I would never get a tattoo on my back. But I saw this girl with wings on her back, and I'm like, oh my god, I love butterflies. Butterflies to me signify change, growth, and beauty. Like if you make a mistake and you learn from it and you grow. So a lot of the times, every single time I go through some type of change in my life, I usually get a butterfly on me. So I got butterfly wings on my back. Then I wrote strong mind and body in Chinese letters. And then it just so happened that I had my son. So basically the whole rest of the tattoo has kind of added into something for my son. So again, I'll show you just so you can see it. You could also rewind it, but you can see that underneath where the Chinese writing is, it also says, because there's fire over the Chinese writing, and then you could see it says K-O-A in Chinese style of writing. And that's my son's name. Then it has basically a coral in the shape of a Y is an Italian symbol for protection and for family. So I'm Italian. So basically that is a coral at the bottom. And Koa's name is going right down the center of it. And then the coral is pointing to the bottom two parts of the butterfly, and in that is the year of the sheep and the year of the snake, and that's me and Christian. And then the rose, which are the rose petals that are coming up here, the rose is the flower of June, so Koa was born in June. Then I am a water sign, and you could see the Japanese style water, and my husband is a fire sign, and that was the fire that you saw, and with water and fire makes smoke or air, and Koa is an air sign, and that is all the smoke that you see over here. So that's my back tattoo. Okay, I'm totally going out of order. My arm, if you can see right there, that is the Twin Towers. I wanted something on my arm to signify how I even got to California, which is when this piece started. So I was there. I was opening up a restaurant in San Francisco, in New York City, and the Twin Towers went down. I literally was right before I got on the train. The first one went down, and while I was on the train, the second one went down. And then I was at Penn Station at 10:02 when they stopped transportation. Stayed there until 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Walked across the bridge, and then it took me until 7 o'clock that night to get home. That was one of the things that made me decide, because I was in the middle of opening up a restaurant for somebody. And that kind of started everything for me. Because before that, I owned a restaurant, and then whatever, if you guys read my story, you heard that my ex-fiance beat me up, and then that's the reason why I didn't open the restaurant 2 weeks before I was supposed to open, and whatever, and all that stuff. But the phoenix is the burning bird, and that's the phoenix. The Twin Towers, the burning bird. Then, basically, my lucky number is 7, and there was supposed to be 7 flowers on. I think we just got an extra one, because this part down here was kind of a cover-up. We're not going to get into that. But at the tail of each, if you could see it, at the tail of each of the, at the end of each tail of the phoenix bird are the zodiac symbols for everybody that impacted my life in a good way or in a bad way. So my father's sign is on there, my godparents' sign, my sister, my mom, my two godsons, my cousin Dina, and then both my grandparents, both my grandmothers. So that's that. Then I decided after I got that flower as a cover-up that I just wanted another flower like for my sister. So I ended up getting another one, and that it just reminds me of her. I chose that. This one on the inside of my arm is a butterfly, and it says the word strength. And I will tell you guys what that one is, which never did the job, but I got it because this was the hand that I used to use to make myself throw up when I was bulimic. So I thought that this was during my recovery time or before I checked myself into the hospital. I thought it would help. It never did. I never looked at my hand and said, have the strength. I would always just say, God, I got to get it out of me. So whatever. Faith in God and love. This one I got out after I got out of the hospital because I was reading books like Conversations with God, and then just having faith and having faith in love. And I actually got that one right after I got this one on my finger, and I'll explain that in a second. So that's what that one means. This is my mother's symbol, and it says Infinito Amore, and it's basically like for family, because my mother and I went through an incredible bonding time during that time that I was living in her attic and, you know, going through my whole bulimia, binge and purge before I checked myself into the hospital, that she was there for me the whole entire time. So I got that from my mom. Getting back to my finger. That is a butterfly tattoo of me, which I will not flip the bird off to marriage. So I did not want to get a tattoo on this finger because I didn't want people to think I was married. I did not believe in marriage. I thought it was just a piece of paper that held people together, and then eventually the man would take the woman for granted and then treat her like garbage. Kind of everything like what I grew up with. So I was basically saying F you to marriage, but using it in a pretty way since I like butterflies. And then I ended up getting married because I believe that I don't believe that that would happen. And when you find your soulmate, you don't believe some of the things. I also never wanted to have a kid. And as soon as I met Christian, I knew that I was going to have a kid with him. I'll briefly touch on that. I didn't want to have a kid because I learned how to survive in life. I felt like I never learned any tools, so what am I going to bring to a child's life? And then I meet Christian and his amazing mother and father, and I'm like, God, if I have any kind of help from them bringing up a kid, then I'm going to be a good mom. Then, yes, baby, just press the arrow. So, yes, you can. So basically that's that. Then, I don't know why, but I liked the little cherubs over there, so that one's right there. And I really like dragons and butterflies, and then that's a 6-9. I mean, that's the symbol for Cancer, the 6-9 symbol. And then that says Sicily or Sicilian and Calabrese, because those are the two areas that my family's from. My father's family's from Calabria, and my mom's family is from Sicily. So I wanted that in there. And then I just really always liked dragons, and they symbolize strength and whatever else they symbolize. And then I got this one. I always wanted cherry blossoms because they symbolize female power and independence. And then I always wanted like some type of animal, which is my little lion right there. But I didn't want to get a lioness. I wanted to get, I feel like, the beast in me, like a lion with the mane and everything. So that's like the beast in me, and then the female independence. I have one on my foot. It is, whoops, wrong foot. It is literally nothing great. It is only because there was an apprentice, and I said, hey, I've always wanted a foot tattoo, so go ahead. And she went to town, and it's just nothing. Flowers and birds and nothing. That's the only one. Me and my sister also do have, we also do have this same, I don't know if you could see it, but this same little wing thing up here, that's for me and my sister. My mom was going to get it, or I can't remember. Did my mom get it? I don't know, whatever. But that one is another one for me and my sister that we got together. This one was something different. And then this is my last piece. And then this one. Even though I wrote Sicily and Calabria over here, I feel like I didn't have anything Italian. So what I like, I don't really know a lot about my own culture, which is terrible, but I went to specifically this place. Tony over at Internal Instincts did my arm, and then Nate has done these two pieces. But I went over to Nate, and I said, I want something with the Italian flag, but not in like a, okay, I'm not going to say it. It's not like a cheesy Italian tattoo. Like, I don't want the Italian flag in the boot or anything like that. And I apologize if you have that, but I didn't want it. So I said, I want the flag, but I also want flowers. And Nate knows me. He's incredible. He actually lost over 100 pounds. He has said, that it's basically by some of the things that he's watched from us, which I thought is incredible, but he's not a client. He just has incredible motivation. He learned about nutrition, and boom. That's not the point of the story. But I know him also because one of my clients, Kim, goes to him for all her work. And I basically told him, he knows me. He knows who I am. We've been friends since Kim. And he did all this research for me. And he said that he knows that I'm a strong, powerful, very nurturing, very passionate, very this, very that. And all these different flowers mean different things in the Italian culture. So there are even some other things that he schooled me on, like what yellow flowers mean, and envy, and what red thing, I don't even, like love, and if he tattooed something yellow, I think he said this, if he tattooed a yellow flower on me, it would, I don't even know. It's something like it means that he wants me, and it's like a disrespect to my significant other, but whatever. And then I recently fell in love with jiu-jitsu, which we know. So I kind of, because I'm still in the beginning phases of it, I kind of hid in there the Gracie symbol. So that's that. Then I love like body jewelry. Obviously, I feel like tattoos are my body jewelry. So I actually got all these were piercings. I loved it. One of my Kim had a piercing, and I loved it, and I got it. And then I wanted it to be like a necklace, and I hate necklaces. So I got the piercings, and then I ended up getting really sick with a Crohn's attack. I was in the hospital. The wires were all, and I've had a nose ring. It got infected. I've had a whole bunch of earrings. They all got infected, and it's mainly because of my Crohn's disease and my lack of healing, basically. So what happened was all the wires were all over me and whatever, and it got really irritated, and all of them got irritated. So I just had to take it out, but I really like them. So I asked Nate if he would do like a little necklace, like as if I still had the piercings in there. And then I just wanted more. Like I wanted a butterfly with a heart, since it's close to my heart, and another butterfly. And then I wanted to expand on the chest piece, so that's why we did this. These don't really mean anything, but I like them. I think they're beautiful. It's like my necklace that I don't ever have to wear. So I think that is everything. Yes. So I hope you guys liked it. And there goes my son.